Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. This is going to be the first time I've ever looked at Jaiden Animations. Specifically, I caved and tried Genshin Impact, which is actually going to be a very dangerous video for me because I just got out. I escaped, and there is a very good likelihood this video might drag me back in again. I'm doing this willingly, gotta remind myself of that. But it looks interesting. I really wanted to check out Jaiden stuff, and I figured, you know what? Why not do something that's going to be a horrible decision in the long run and destroy my wallet? Who am I talking about? I play Magic the Gathering in 40k. My wallet's already screaming in pain. More importantly, you guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. Let's get started.
Genshin Impact needs no introduction.
Whoa.
It's taken the gaming sphere by storm since being published in 2020.
Yeah.
Is enjoyed by millions of players all over the globe, and even
Wait. Oh yeah, you can play this mobile. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. That sounds like a great way to burn your hands.
over the globe. And even if you've never played Genshin Impact before,
Ehete nan dayo? When the emergency food gets sassy with you. Oh my god, I hate myself because I've actually seen and laughed at this meme.
you've definitely heard about it. Up until this video, I was in the heard about it but didn't know anything about it category.
Okay, wow. I knew Jaiden Animations was really damn good at animations because I've seen other people talk about the quality. I didn't know she went for individual lip flaps. I know, I'm actually really impressed by that. It's actually
Not for
standout.
any particular reason. I kind of just don't do anything
Bird.
ever. I don't know why. I should probably figure that
Yeah,
out. It might be a
I get
therapy
that.
thing. As I was sitting on the floor, barely existing one day, Genshin Impact themselves
What?
suddenly reached out.
Oh, is
Hi,
this
Jaiden.
sponsored?
I see you're up to your usual nothingness. How about we pay you
That
to
is
play
actually
Genshin
creepy.
Impact? Okay, so yep, this video is surprisingly sponsored by
Wow.
Genshin Impact. My first sponsor on this channel, wow.
miHoYo was her first sponsor. Honestly, this is probably really well spent money for them because this is exactly the right audience. Must resist playing Genshin. Must resist playing Genshin. Must resist playing Genshin. Just gotta keep saying that.
Are you proud of me, parents? No, please don't go.
I know
I'm
that
being paid to
feeling.
play Genshin Impact, but it's still gonna be a good video and experience. Here, watch, I'll prove it. I'm talking to Paimon, my spirit companion that I see all over my Twitter feed, about
Yeah.
my past. Yeah, I was literally just minding my business traveling from world to world with my sister, when all of a sudden some sustainer of heavenly principles goddess appeared, absorbed my sister with cute
I'm sorry, that face is actually... Whenever people do the comic, really overdone faces like this, I love it. And this is absolutely perfect. The
and chained me to this land.
object pose. Nice.
Biggest hater I've ever seen. Yeah,
I
that's
wish that was it.
crazy. Anyway, thanks for saving me from drowning in the ocean. As we walk and talk,
Not to point out the, the entire fact that Paimon flies. Drowning Paimon was kind of weird. Nothing goes... Okay, just gonna
a
move on.
bunch of little critters are scurrying around. Of
They were
course, I
adorable.
was scooping up all of them. The ecosystem was
Yeah.
definitely starting to crumble with me on this planet now.
Truly, this is the end game of Genshin Impact. Destroying the ecology of the entire world.
I'll tell you that
I mean,
much.
it's a joke, but
Let
it's also
nature
completely true.
flourish? Nah, it's all going into my inventory. To live is to hoard. As I'm
Yeah.
chasing a squirrel around the lush forest, we discover a
done that.
mysterious statue in the middle of a glistening pond. Oh, hello, great wind god. Maybe this isn't the time to have 12 lizards stuffed in my pockets. I'm suddenly granted mystical powers by the statue, and can now see the map. The city of Mondstadt is close by, so we decided to
Wait, how did they draw the map? Point, mountains. You know, putting it like that, it does sound pretty bad. Hey, you guys want to go to the Star Snatch Cliff? Yeah. It sounds so bad. And the 2-hour walk? I mean, it's actually pretty much accurate, except there's way more water of things that are just dead space.
is close by, so we decided to head over there to see if anyone knows anything about my lost sister. But while walking, we ended up stumbling into a strange bard talking to a dragon. That's not my sister. Unfortunately for everyone, I have a little magic hiccup, which gets us caught, and both the bard and dragon
Yoink.
scatter. Closer to Mondstadt, we run into Amber, a knight who warns us that a dragon called Storm Terror, an awesome name, has been terrorizing the town lately. She then joins our party to lead us to safety, which is crazy because I thought you had to spend money to get girls to join your party.
Ooh, okay, 1, there's a joke in there somewhere. 2, the joke punchline is, don't worry, your wallet will cry later.
In this game, but this one just joined us for free. In Mondstadt, Amber
And
then
she
gives us a
reflects
wind
it.
glider. Woo! Flying! I take a running leap
Probably
off the
the best
side
part
of
of
a
the game.
building to try out my
Minus
new
the
wings when suddenly the
potential.
dragon shows up and spawns a bunch of tornadoes all over the town.
Just gonna say, just the sheer variety of this intro was actually amazing, and I wish these kind of events were more canon. Who knows? Maybe in the later cities and countries they were. I haven't got past Inazuma. I started doing everything after that, and I just Inazuma burned me out.
Catapulting me into the air. With a full view of the dragon, I do what any sane person would in that scenario. Storm Terror ends up fleeing, and as a reward for
I'm sorry, did she just go full Naruto on this thing?
scenario.
They did. They
Terror
actually
ends up
did it.
fleeing, and as a reward for shooing him off, I'm introduced to basically the protectors of Mondstadt.
Yep.
I'm Jean, the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Kaya, very impressive going up against the dragon. You're hot. They take me to various temples.
Let's be completely honest here. If that's actually how Lisa was introduced, either by the player saying that about her or her saying about the player, she would probably be as much a fan favorite as she already is. And frankly, if they ever came out with like a version of her that was a higher star ranking and much better, that would be very tempting. Thankfully, this game doesn't do that, and it won't drag me back in that way. And if that ever changes, please don't correct me. I don't think I could survive that.
Crushing these dragon's breath crystals that apparently gave Storm Terror power. I was just happy to be smashing rocks though, and some random moth guy that probably has significance, but he's dead now.
Really doesn't
as
actually.
The group was talking amongst each other about
Not for much
important
longer.
stuff like what to do next to ensure the safety of the townspeople.
Oh my god, they actually they put the emojis with all the hair in it. It's a simple edit, but it's one I do really like. And I'm pretty sure that's the RuneScape font.
Townspeople. I wandered off and kind of started doing my own thing. Helped some people, did some cooking, fought for my life against some hyper-aggressive and pissed Animo Hypostasis Rubik's Cube boss named Beth I accidentally stumbled into, which definitely didn't take me way too long to defeat. Fed some
Holy shit! Under-leveled, she managed to beat that thing? That's actually impressive. When I first ran into it, I got my ass kicked. I mean, I think I was also level 20 and the first upgrades weren't there yet, but damn.
I then found the bard from earlier doing a guitar solo for the town. He introduces himself as Venti and tells about how him and Storm Terror, whose real name is Dvalin, used to be friendly before it was attacked and poisoned by another dragon, leaving him bitter and angry. Venti essentially says, I can fix him.
The dragons fast.
Do you want to commit a burglary with me?
Yeah, that sounds about Venti.
With a freshly stolen Holy Lyre, we were able to summon Dvalin, who pulled a bit of a tsundere and was like, if you really cared about me, then you'd come to my castle. But you probably won't because you hate me, don't you? You hate me and want me dead. I just can't do anything right. No, Dvalin!
I mean, can we be honest? I kind of wish that was Dvalin's actual characterization with spoken lines. It would have been a nice change of pace from, oh, hey, there's a guy we have to beat every week. Back when I played it, I'm not thinking about myself playing it again. I have restraint. I can do that.
Come back. Listen to this sick riff I made. Bada bing, bada boom, we entered his lair and started fighting him in a swirling vortex.
It was a really cool fight the first time.
No, take your time. The dragon eventually falls.
Really wish you had Venti and one of the options for an idle animation was just to do random songs. Is there a mod for that? Maybe. Would that get my account banned? I mean, I can't tell because I'm not going to play the game. I'm not going to do it. But that would be so freaking cool if you just randomly have him riff because Bard.
We purify him and the day is saved. Yippee! Happy dragon, happy Mondstadt, happy... Wait, I was supposed to find my sister, not
yeah, you
find
forget
a
about
dragon.
that pretty fast.
Even though I'm riding the high of saving all these people and a dragon and being awesome, I head off to Fontaine to continue my journey. The town sits on
what? That is a bit of a jump. Also, I know nothing about Fontaine other than there's a dragon guy and a fake god, and I missed the rest. Yeah, I don't know anything that happens here. This in the previous country. So they skipped Leeway, they skipped Inazuma, they skipped, I can't remember what the Dendro place was, and then went straight to Fontaine. Neat.
On the edge of a cliff, sparkling waterfalls pouring up the sides around it, framed perfectly by the mountains behind. Wow, what a beautiful town. Is that girl about to jump off the cliff?
What?
The water will rise and eventually drown everyone here, leaving our Hydro Archon to sit weeping on her throne for all eternity.
Well, fuck.
Hi, twin sister. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you talking about the prophecy where everyone in Fontaine is born within sin and one day we will all dissolve in the waters? That's a classic. Come see our magic show. The magic
Have you ever considered leaving? Because that seems like a great place not to live in.
twins Linny and Lynette decide to take us to the Opera House. But on the way there, we're actually stopped by the Hydro Archon herself, Farina. Welcome, travelers, to my city of Fontaine. Everyone
Is this actually
give them
her
a
intro win?
warm welcome. They're fierce and noble warriors who have done much good for the land and its people. Hey, thanks. It's really nothing. We just tamed a giant dragon. Actually, I hereby declare the traveler under arrest for having a flying object, which is illegal. What? She's not even... Paimon doesn't count because she's a balloon.
I mean, frankly, a balloon would be more helpful, but let's just put it up there.
Yeah, Paimon's my balloon. Ha!
Yeah.
All right, that's funny. Case dismissed. Later.
Seriously?
So, can we ride the aquabus? Yippee! We get
There's
to the
an
Opera
aquabus?
House and the
Oh,
magic
shit,
show
actually, this one.
begins. Everything is going well, but as Linny was about to do a trick where he swaps boxes with a random audience member, a giant water tank falls onto the box, obliterating it. Oh my god, we killed my assistant Cowl? Why is he
Who?
here and not the audience member? Speaking of which, where is she? A murder mystery plus disappearance case was now in place with...
Really? They turned this into a murder mystery? Again, I haven't played Fontaine. I don't know what I'm getting into. This is spoilers, but frankly, if I'm not going to play it, and I won't, I'm not going to. I'm not feeling tempted. This is fine. This is fine.
with everyone looking at Linny as the prime suspect. Dude, this is getting good.
Guys, surprised
A
I'm looking at
man
you.
died. Everyone starts trying to...
Wait, just a little moment of pause.
Dude, this is getting good. A man died.
Oh my god. If that's actually how that went. It's just Paimon suddenly being super serious. I probably would have liked that so much more. That would have been awesome.
Everyone starts trying to be a hero and chime in on the court case where some guy died in quite possibly one of the most Looney Tune ways possible.
Yeah.
But I can't really be bothered at this point and go outside to jump into the ocean. Using my new diving skills, I was able to explore the whole world the water had to offer.
I heard you
I was
do this.
actually shocked when I first saw it because of how gorgeous it was. I don't know why the people of Fontaine are scared of these waters. It's awesome down here.
They can't breathe?
It's because they die. After just swimming around and finding little secrets and treasures, I decided it was time to start fighting the fish. Yep, it
What?
was time to square up. Fish have had it too good for too long. Hold
What?
this uppercut. Eventually, everyone yanked me out of the water and dragged me back to the opera
So Fontaine is basically a murder mystery and aggressive sushi farming. Okay, sure.
house to act as Linny's
I don't-
defense lawyer, even though I
No,
have
I'm not tempted. I'm not
credentials and
tempted.
literally saw him squash a guy with a fish tank.
Yep.
Linny couldn't have killed Cowl because Cowl killed Cowl.
What?
Dude, she's right.
My plans to kill people by Cowl. Seriously, that was the actual plan?
What? Everyone is freaking out at this point because somehow Cowl actually was the murderer and had a secret plan to dissolve people in water. I don't know. It was a lot of adults talking in big words. I was just thinking about punching fish the whole time.
Yeah, I
Next
get
thing
that.
I know, people are shaking my head.
So the plot is still very obtuse, and they're going back to the overdone writing situation, which they've done a few times. Yeah, a lot of the previous Inazuma arc was like that. The side quests that don't really matter.
And congratulating me on a case closed. Even Farina is like, excellent job, Jaiden. You're a funny one. Thank you, Farina. Even though you've been trying to take me to court and put me in jail for your own entertainment, you're also a funny one. I hope your people don't drown. With that, the trial is adjourned and I'm released from my forced upon lawyer duties, left to finally explore the world to my heart's content. There's so many more quests and stories to uncover in the game. Also a lot of lore, so if you're a big theory head, proceed at your own risk. I enjoyed the time I spent playing Genshin Impact and was surprised at how beautiful the visuals and music
that looks
are. It's
actually really
overall
nice.
just a well-developed game that's pretty to look at. I got immersed in the world and spent hours exploring to find little secrets and bosses and treasures. Thank you again to Genshin Impact for reaching out and sponsoring this video, because I had a great time learning about the universe you all created. If you're interested in playing the open world action RPG game that is Genshin Impact yourself, then ladies and gentlemen, if you would please look under your seats, you'll find... Oh, nope, sorry, not your seat. I meant to say the description of this video. If you look in the description, you can click the link to download it for free. Yep, I said it already,
yeah, that makes
but
sense.
I'm
I thought it was
saying
actually
again,
like a promo or
Genshin
something.
Impact is free to download. You can have zero money in your bank account and still get to play it.
I mean, yeah, technically, but do you? Do you really? I know people can do free to play this, but it's a gacha game, man. Half the fun is just, ooh, do I get random sparkly shit? And then realize random sparkly shit didn't actually help at all. Except Kazuha. His sparkly shit would definitely help.
As long as you have at least a PC, mobile device, PS4 and or a PS5 to play the game on.
And let's be honest, don't do this on a PS4. It really is bad. I played it there initially, and I was wondering, hey, how come everyone already starts fights when I load into them for co-op? And also little things like, hey, how come the city has to take a couple minutes to load when you're already running through it? Yeah.
The first place. In battle, you control elements like Cairo, Dendro, Pyro, Hydro, Anemo,
I do not recognize a lot of those
characters. And when
characters.
combined strategically, you can deal devastating elemental damage to your opponent. By the way, if you think you've spoiled the game's story for yourself by watching this video, you've never been more wrong in your life. There's so many more towns, quests, stories. Don't worry, trust me, there's plenty left for you to explore.
On the other hand, some of that would include Inazuma, which... one of the side quests was the best story told in the entire section of islands. And I honestly don't really care about the rest of it.
As someone that wants to 100% the games I play as much as possible, I feared for my mind, body, and soul when I realized how much content there was waiting for me. Genshin Impact.
I guess, yeah, sorry. I'm used to early Genshin where it's like, wow, there's so little content because it just started. So hearing someone say there's so much is actually kind of shocking to hear.
Impact actually just released a new 4.2 update that includes new characters and even an entirely new storyline for Fontaine. There's a bunch of new events that let you play different kinds of mini games to win rewards. You got to meet her a little bit in the video already, but Farina is a huge new character in this update.
Maybe I should check it out again.
I
mean, what's the worst that could happen?
As a whole is also expanding by introducing new environments, boss ascension materials, and local specialties for Farina. It's an ever-changing and growing game that has a lot of passion put into it, and if any of this sounds up your alley, why not give it a try? I mean, the link's right there.
I can check it out.
Might as well just
maybe it's not that bad. I won't wail.
Huge thanks to the team for all their work on this video.
Fuck. I'm gonna play again, aren't I? Yeah, I'm aware. I'm gonna go probably check it out sometime today, and I'm going to hate myself for this, but I just the waterfall city, it looked cool. I was out mad. Now I'm probably going to just give in and do it again. I knew this was a mistake, but it looks good. And honestly, I really love Jaiden Impact. Like, I was going to say Jaiden Impact. Wow. Jaiden Animations style. She does a lot of individual lip flap animations. And I know she said at the end, this is her entire team. So one, yeah, that makes sense. That is an incredibly high-end animation. Like, it almost looks like an entirely stylized cartoon at this point, rather than something someone made, which apparently, because, again, team, it wasn't just one person. It was a lot of people doing an admittedly really good job. And I don't want more. Unfortunately, part of that would also be wanting more Genshin, and I really should have thought about that, except I did, and I did it anyways. I am not a smart man. So yeah, if there's something else from Jaiden I should check out, I've never seen anything she did somehow, so this is the first video I've seen of hers, unless I just watched one and forgot. Entirely possible, because my memory shit. But otherwise, you guys know the deal. There's a link below. If you want me to check something out, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.